welcome to Required Taste Podcast. We are back. It's your boy Dirty D.
It's your boy Tech Daddy.
And it's Queen Bee.
Oh yeah, that's crispy.
Feels good when we landed like that.
You know, it really does.
No stutters, not too fast, not too slow. Right on the money.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
That is
like
what we are in fact talking about. Anyways, welcome back everybody. We're Required Taste Podcast. If you are new, we do a little banter here in the beginning, about 10-15 minutes of chit chat, break the ice up a little bit, get ourselves good and ready to talk to you about our topic this week. So hope you enjoy that. If you do not, my bad, I guess. If you want to get into right in the meat potatoes of it, you can skip ahead about 15 minutes. You'll get to the actual topic itself. So
Yeah, if
that's
you
up
really
to you.
loved us, though, you would stick around.
Because we're kind of freaking funny.
You know.
I'd like to think so.
I think we're funny.
Yeah, we got some.
We laugh at our own jokes.
We do. I mean, at least we have ourselves and each other, so that's okay. That's all right. If you're a returning listener, we appreciate you, and I hope you had a lovely day today, and your butt looks great, and I hope you are hydrated. Drink some water. It's been hot out there. Hope you don't have water in your shoes or socks because you don't deserve that. And we appreciate your support. And as per usual, you get your forehead kisses. Indeed.
Ooh, you get some slurpy ones at the end.
That was a little wet. It's okay. That just means it's extra love.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Speaking of forehead kisses, stay tuned. We have some news coming out about a deal we're working on with Foreign Local. As you all know, we have a beer out with Foreign Local. We've done it 2 years in a row now. It's pretty good. It's called Two Blind Mice, this time with a B. And you can find it at a few different bars in the area. Or you just go to Foreign Local and just get it there. I mean, it's on keg, and it's so good off the keg. It's so crispy when it's cold.
I still haven't tried it.
It's so crispy.
Since the party. So
yeah, I think since it had time to settle, it just tastes so much better now. I don't know. It was good then. It's great now.
Yeah.
So if you have a chance to stop in and get yourself a beer. We partner with Foreign Local. They've been a big supporter of us. We're a big supporter of them. But we are working on something in the future here with them for our non-alcohol drinkers. If you want a non-alcoholic beverage, we are working something out with Mikey and Foreign. We're going to call it Forehead Kisses because we love you.
yeah.
Because we love you all. So stay tuned for that. If you follow us on social media, you'll get the news there probably first before you hear it on the episode. If you do not follow us on social media, do yourselves a favor. We got an Instagram. We got a Facebook. We invited a bunch of our friends to the page.
Yeah.
That actually kind of worked. I think we have 50 new followers from that so far.
For you guys, maybe.
I invited everybody. It took me like fucking half an hour to do that shit.
It took me a while. I don't want to just press all on my friends because I have some people that are dead on there. And I feel awkward about inviting dead people to my freaking...
I have a lot of dead people on my Facebook.
It's a really depressing topic. I want to move on from that. Because the amount of dead people at our age, shit.
I know, right?
It's real bad. Make sure you go see, if you have problems, go see a therapist. We love you. So anyways.
You guys should also sign up for our Patreon. We've lost a couple members.
Yeah, what the hell, man?
We have a juicy episode we are going to do soon. Maybe you guys have heard some stories about my dad before. I'm going to go over in really good detail some really fucking funny stories on the Patreon, and we're going to try to keep that up. So it's $1 a month. I don't see why you wouldn't.
I feel like we're worth $1.
Do that, yeah.
It's like the cheapest thing that you're gonna buy. What can you get for $1? these days?
Yeah, like people that left, like, dude, like, are you broke? If you just broke, just say that.
Yeah.
Like,
you're probably a bad tipper, you know.
oh, I hate bad tippers.
Yeah, you know?
Like, one of the worst things about being a public, like it's sort of like going out with like friends that you just met, like maybe through work or through friends, whatever, and like you're out with this person first time, like, oh, it's a great time, you're cool as hell, great person. You find they're a bad tipper or they're like rude to like wait staff.
Man,
and
that's
you're like,
the worst.
because like
the worst.
it is because it's like I feel so awkward now.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever want to see you again.
Like, now I know the true you.
Right? I don't want to be associated with you.
Yeah.
Like, it's the worst. So, again, that's probably people I left.
Yeah, a bunch of bad tippers.
Yeah, we know who you are.
But if you tip us $1, we'll give you some.
We will.
Yeah, you get a episode, hopefully an episode a month.
Yep.
But hey, if you subscribe now, I think we have, like 5 episodes?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So,
We'll give you an hour of our time a month.
Yep. Get an extra little bonus.
Yeah.
The unfiltered. Well, we're already unfiltered, and we don't edit our podcast, but still, we are.
Unself-censored.
Yeah. The things we don't ever talk about on the daytime podcast, we have the nighttime podcast.
This is our family-friendly podcast.
Yep, it's something.
Barely.
Listen to it with your kids.
I don't recommend that.
Yeah, this is barely family friendly.
I mean, we don't curse as
Yeah.
much as we used to. I feel like we've gotten better.
But it's like Patreon is like significantly worse.
Oh
It
yes.
is.
So
Yeah, so that's called the aftertaste. So if you follow us on socials, you'll probably see our post. We have our link tree in there. Follow the link tree. You get links to our other socials, our merch, and our Patreon. So go ahead and check that out. So normally we start off our episodes with a question. Deej, what you got for us, man?
I do have a question. I asked this probably one of the earlier episodes. I
right.
asked your celebrity crush. So I want to do that, but your same sex celebrity crush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
shit.
If you need a little bit of time, I have a couple.
I'm already ready, dude. It didn't take me like
See, that's what I'm talking about.
it doesn't take. It's an easy ass answer. Look at him. Anyway,
All right, so I got two.
okay. Go ahead.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay.
I'll toss that man around. You know what I'm saying? I'll fold you up, boy.
I gotta look him up. I can't remember what it was saying.
10 Things I Hate About You.
You know I'm not good at movies.
what else
I'm already
was he
there.
in?
Oh yeah, this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He'll catch a pipe, you know?
Okay.
He'll
Yeah,
catch
sure.
one. I'll toss one.
He's been in a lot of movies actually, but yes,
And-
I am familiar with him.
And definitely Justin Long.
Okay.
Really?
Justin Long.
Justin Long.
Okay. Okay.
You seem
Really?
a little, you gave me a little fucking, like you're not agreeing with that right there.
That's
you
an
know?
interesting.
He's
So,
Okay, so
It's a
no,
choice.
I mean, I'm not judging you or anything.
you got to see
I kinda am.
all the movies that this guy's. Have you ever seen Zach and Mira make a porno when he
Yes.
plays the
Yes,
gay
I
porn
have
star?
seen that.
yeah,
Have you ever seen Sasquatch Gang when he plays the hillbilly with the mullet who's a bully?
I have not.
Yeah,
You know, I'm not a big movie guy, man. I know him from Dodgeball. Like,
yeah. And then, well, that's probably why you're like, you gotta see like new Justin Long.
the long Justin Long.
Long Justin Long.
We'll see about that.
He strikes me as just like a little guy, you know?
Maybe that's what it is. I was like, I can overpower him.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
Well, I mean,
Also, if a woman ever says like, "Oh, he's just a little guy," just know that she's not attracted to you. Like, just know it's not gonna work out, dude. Like, you might as well hit the gym, my boy.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the weight room.
yeah.
So it's gonna be okay.
There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with being just a little guy.
But it ain't gonna work. We're trying to get this honey, and it ain't gonna work out. Trying to get these bees honey. You better not be a little guy.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's true.
Yeah.
Same sex though. That's for me. It's an easy one because my answer never changes. Dude, Idris Elba.
Yeah, I already knew your
Come on.
answer.
Yeah,
Have you
that's a good
seen
one.
him?
I already knew it.
That's a good one.
Statuesque. Not a little guy.
Do you got a second runner up?
Second runner up. It's a good question. Never really thought about it. Because I mean, my number one will always work out. you
Maybe I've thought too much about it. That's
know? Yeah, it's telling. It's one thing to be comfortable with one sexuality. It's another thing to just dive in.
Yeah.
I never really thought about a backup. Circle back to me. I'll figure it out.
okay. We'll circle back. Brandy,
Yeah.
you got one?
I mean, there's so many. Like Margot Robbie for sure.
What's Margot Robbie been in?
She's Harley Quinn,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
but she's in a lot of things.
She's
Barbie.
blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
She's-
right.
Yeah.
She's had so many movies in the past, like, I feel like 5 years she's been in a ton of movies.
But God, she's like gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, don't
like,
get me wrong. I agree with you. It's just-
Really gorgeous. Like she's like it's out of this world the way that woman looks. And then maybe like Ruby Rose is really hot.
Ruby Rose.
Yeah. You've probably seen her. Hang on.
I'm gonna.
Google her
I got
real
the
fast.
Googles.
Yeah, you guys got laptops in front of your faces.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. See, she kind of looks like a little guy, but I'm super into it.
You
She's a
cheated.
little guy, but
yeah.
like a little guy that's androgynous.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yeah.
That's why Prince always got laid.
Yeah. True.
Which, okay, there we go. Prince. Yep.
Oh, that's a good one
Easy
too.
work.
Yeah.
Easy work.
I think I piggyback on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally. I will let him be Big Spoon.
Oh, God.
Big Spoon.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot for me. I'm like trying to think of specifically who else right now, but there's a lot.
I mean, women are beautiful, so
Women are beautiful.
you know,
It's easy.
it's a lot.
Easy.
It really is.
Yeah.
There's too many options.
There is. There's way
Too
too
many
many
options.
options. It's hard to pick favorites.
Yeah.
But
Anywho,
now that we're all just like getting lost in our dreams here.
I just started thinking about women again. I'm like, thankful for them.
Yeah.
Thankful for them. And then I thought about you guys ever watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
Okay, so when Captain Holt, RIP, whenever, because he's the gay captain of their squadron, and he's like, whenever he tries to be straight, whenever he pretends to be straight, he's always talking about women and their very heavy breasts. It just makes me laugh.
Oh, my God.
Ariel Kebble. She was like one of my earliest girl crushes.
Ariel Kebble.
Ariel Kebble.
Kebble?
Look her up, yeah.
How do you spell that?
Arielle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
been in a lot of movies.
She was in something, I can't remember. She was in Gilmore Girls. And I remember being like, oh my God, she's so cute.
Something you want to tell us, B? Or
I mean, I don't know.
Your month was last month, unfortunately.
I'm like this fucking close to giving up on men. No offense to either of you. But,
we're not trying to sleep with you, dude.
well,
I mean, no offense. We love you. But like, I feel like I said that way too fast. And like,
yeah, that was a little hurtful.
Keep
But
that
all right.
back real quick.
my bad, dude. We love you.
Yeah. No,
Not like that though.
not like you two. You don't count, but like just men as a species.
If you want to hear more, listen to our Patreon.
I'm hanging by a fucking thread, guys.
Listen to our Patreon where we dive into this a little bit.
Man, I gotta pee again.
had
Real
it.
quick. I'm gonna do it now.
Why are you
It's
like
the
this?
fucking creatine because I started drinking that creatine.
Oh well, yeah,
So,
because you're
like-
drinking a shit ton of water to keep
Yeah,
up
and
with
I
it.
left the gym to go straight here, and usually I'm home. I mean, I'm not. So like, yeah, it's like there.
Well, thankfully, I have a functioning bathroom.
I'm gonna
That's
do that
fucking
real quick
neat.
before we get into the. You guys carry on.
Okay,
Okay.
we will do that.
Well, we're about to dive into the topic, and he was supposed to be the first one.
Whoa, all right.
So that was something. Anyway,
was
so
a
if you couldn't
noise.
tell by our title this week, we are going to be talking about some funny military operations.
Yeah.
We tried to. I mean, okay, I'm going to mean me. I try to stay away from anything that involved like death.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Mine doesn't. Mine sort of involves death.
Oh yeah, mine does too. Like mine doesn't have
But-
any people that die,
I mean,
but there is a
I don't
touch.
know. I mean, war always involves people dying.
True.
In general.
I tried to find there's a bunch of funny ass military operation names,
Mm-hmm.
but the operations themselves were not funny. Even though I would like to cover that one day though, because there are some funny ass names out there. Like
Yeah.
holy shit! Like whoever thought about these was definitely drinking some stuff, and I'm proud of them. Really, it's good stuff. We had an operation called Operation Dracula, and I'm like, that's pretty tight.
Dracula. What was that involving?
Mm-hmm. I didn't read it.
Oh, okay.
Just know that it existed. But we found some pretty good ones though. As I mentioned before, he's just going to be starting us off now that he's back
Back.
and free.
I am back. I'll tell you what though, because I drink so much water now with the creatine, my pee is like crystal clear.
Oh yeah. I mean, I drink a lot of water anyways,
Like I would drink my own piss if I had to.
but also be careful with
problem.
that because you might piss out too many nutrients. There's a balance. There is a such thing as too much water.
Yeah.
Anywho, now that we've found nutritional facts by required taste,
We are not doctors.
we are not doctors. We are.
If we were, we wouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, we might be.
Maybe. Actually, we might be doing this, but like more often.
One of our favorite listeners is a doctor. She has time.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Ashley's a doctor.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Shout out. What's up?
Hell yeah. What up, girl?
Yeah, once we get the new podcast space, we'll definitely give another shout out for that because those couches will be clutch. But
I'm so excited.
Gonna be comfy than a BFA.
He's so comfy.
Indeed. So now that I gave the setup, though, so like I said, we're going to talk about some military operations that were it's just interesting to say the least. So,
Questionable.
start us off, man. What we got going on, dude?
So I'm gonna save the good one at the end here. Or maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. Maybe I should just start right out the fucking gate.
Do what you got to do, man.
With the crazy
do
one.
what your heart tells you.
So the military has tried. We've talked about animals.
Yeah, please do
used.
yourselves a favor. Go back, listen to our Animals of War episode. That was
Oh
one of
my
my favorite
God.
ones.
Yeah.
That was easily
such
one of my
a good
favorite.
episode.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite episodes we've done.
We have talked about how the military is really open to any idea.
Indeed.
It almost feels like they just sit a bunch of guys in a room and they're like, anything.
Yeah.
Right. We
Just
got to
start
fuck them up.
saying words.
We got a bunch of money we need to spend. Just
Yeah.
anything you got.
Yep.
So this one is called the gay bomb.
Let's get into it, man. And I believe this had a heavy influence upon your opening question today.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
That's what started all the fucking,
Yep.
the things turning. So the concept of the gay bomb was basically exactly what it sounds like. They wanted to, the U.S. military wanted to develop this scent that was going to have a mixture of pheromones and chemicals that was going to turn the opposing enemy. And some of the words I found it really questionable here. Irresistible to each other, or uncontrollably gay,
Uncontrollably gay.
Indeed.
which is
So
fucking
like
hilarious.
all of the soldiers would just like throw down their weapons and start fucking each other.
Yeah, could you imagine? If,
Again, uncontrollably.
like,
that's
could you imagine?
the
Like,
bold print here? The uncontrollably
like,
gay
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
you don't want to do it, but your body's just like you're like, I'm sorry, like fucking gagging on your boy's fucking balls, and
Well,
you
it's
don't
like-
want to.
Right, but you're doing it.
Have either of you seen True Blood?
No.
I've seen like bits. Are you talking about the cook, the chef? That's in
No,
True Blood?
there's an episode of True Blood where there's like this goddess demon or something. She's like the monster of the week, and she has this like power to just make everybody like crazy horny, and they all kind of turn into like sex zombies and just start having this massive orgy in the middle of the woods. It's a good show, man. Come on.
I've had media of access try to make me watch that show. It's never worked.
Oh, I fucking love that show. It's so unhinged.
Many women have tried. They have all failed. And also,
God.
I've seen them naked. Still didn't work. Carry on.
So the funniest part about the gay bomb to me was that this idea came up in 1994. This was not the 50s, the 60s.
Which makes it
I
infinitely
was
worse.
4 years old.
Yeah, wasn't even the 70s.
Because you think, like, okay, like the government's okay, we're going to drop a gay bomb with a bunch of pheromones, going to make these dudes just go nuts for each other. Like, I feel like that's just such a rudimentary, horrible understanding of homosexuality.
Yeah. Well, of sexuality in general,
It's true.
any sexuality.
True again. So like such a bad understanding of how sex works that
Yeah.
like you would think this is like some World War I bullshit. Like this is
Yes.
like 1917.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we're gonna drop it in the trenches. Gonna be filthy. They're gonna get it in.
Well, see, here's my thing though.
Like, did they
'cause-
test it?
No, but they did spend $7.5 million into the research and developing the pheromones and chemicals. And actually, and this was all done at Wright Laboratory in Ohio. By
course it was in fucking Ohio.
by the United States Air Force. There is a whopping 3-page document of this. Now, if you know military documents, it's never 3 fucking pages.
No, not at all.
It's like 300.
Right.
But they had seriously developed this thing and were heavily considering trying this. Now, my big thing was
There are people starving in this country.
In 1993.
it's just a bunch of fucking old dudes smoking cigars in a room. He's like, what if we turn them gay? You can't fight with a dick in your mouth.
It's a bunch of like Alex Jones type dudes. And,
Oh, dude.
what if we turn the frogs gay?
He was kind of right about
You know,
that.
he
though.
actually was kind of right about that, actually.
The crazy part is Alec Jones, like his
Yeah,
ratio
yeah,
for
yeah.
being right and wrong, he's usually
It's like there was
You know.
it was like there was this tiny little bit of truth that he like clung onto and just made it this crazy fucking bananas shit.
if listeners, if
situation.
you have a chance to, please look into the whole gay frog thing because like he's crazy.
It's amazing.
Crazy.
But like he wasn't necessarily wrong.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, there is like some
A
scientific.
little bit of right. Like
Yeah.
this-
But it's
What?
not like
but it wasn't the pandemic or
correct.
epidemic he was
Correct,
describing.
Correct.
Yeah.
Anyways,
really
carry
fucking
on.
funny though.
So, if you guys aren't aware of this, the military, you probably are. The military has always had problems with gay people being in the military, especially before, probably all the way up until the 90s.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Even after that, dude.
Yeah, there was a bunch
Well,
of.
I mean, there kind of is now with all the
Yeah. Well, the military started to get desperate, so that's a
but-
little different.
Yeah, but like I remember a movie in particular. It was a Pauly Shore movie called "In the Army Now." And
I've seen that.
Yeah, he tried to pretend he was gay to get out because he didn't want to be in the military anymore. But they had a "don't ask, don't tell" kind of policy, you know, and that's kind of what the military was like for a long time, and
Yeah.
you know, was bred on. Like it got to a point where they were like, okay, we gotta let the gays in, you know, but don't fucking tell anybody.
Right.
If you're gay, shut up. We don't want to fucking hear it. So I literally think like these old fucking white fucks thought being gay was like so detrimental to a human. They were like, we just turned the enemy gay.
and they'll just stop functioning.
Yeah, and,
Right.
you know, and it's like at this point in time, the military.
Like, have you seen how cut some gay dudes are? Like, if anyone's going to be in the military,
Is it Village People gay, where they're like muscular with
Right?
mustaches and leather and shit?
Yeah.
You know,
they
like
could whoop your ass.
that dude would fuck me up.
sure
Literally.
would.
You know,
In multiple
and down.
ways.
I've always taken compliments from gay men better than compliments from women. I feel like they mean it more.
like if it was like me and
I
Aaron
love
in
a
the
compliment
in the
from
battle.
a gay man.
Oh yeah,
It's top tier.
Touches the heart right there.
It really does.
It's real because they can't control their thoughts, what comes out of
No.
their mouth. Yeah,
That's what the military thought.
yeah.
It's the gay bomb.
It's like if me and Aaron were like in the fucking trenches,
Yeah.
and then we're just like you smell that, and then Aaron's already like fucking T-Row. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
Just take my pants off, dude.
He's like, I don't know, man.
Don't make it weird.
You know,
You look at DJ, you're like, you look really good in that uniform.
yeah. And Aaron would overpower me
Looks really nice.
if
on
he's
you.
uncontrollably gay. Like, what am I supposed to do?
So, like,
Honestly-
I'd have to shoot you.
Right.
That's what would have to happen,
Pray your hardest prayer.
or I'd shoot myself. That's crazy. Imagine a zombie
Just
horde.
like the pause. The actual pause we all just had there where none of us made eye contact.
I imagine like it's almost like a zombie horde, but it's just like all my gay like soldiers, but they're uncontrollable. They're crying because they don't want to do it, but they're about to fuck me up, you know.
Again,
And
literally.
so wait though. So like okay. So in theory, them saying that there's this way to make people uncontrollably gay to where
Yep.
they just like lose their minds and start boning each other.
Yep.
Theoretically, that means that there should be a way to make them uncontrollably straight also.
I mean, I guess in theory you have to have yin and yang.
Yeah. Like,
you know.
why would it only work one way? Why
Sure.
wouldn't it also work the other way?
Well, I mean, we got to remember how many times the government has experimented on gay people trying to make them straight. So, I mean, they probably
to-
have
they
tried
tried
this
to pray
before.
the
Yeah.
gay away for a while.
But
you
like,
know?
Yeah, with
that's,
electrocution. Thanks, Indiana.
that's what
Fucking.
You know,
that's what I'm saying though. Like weird white dudes have been like trying to figure out how to cure gayness for as long as I don't know the United States has been around. So like, why wouldn't they be like? Why is their first initial thought to like make people gay instead of like reverse engineer it and be like, oh, we can cure gayness?
Because they've tried and failed. Millions of dollars.
So they're like, okay, it's only gonna work one way.
like it's
Well, I also
$7.5 million.
think like, this is this is
fucking
coming on at
wild.
the end of like the Cold War era
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So they're coming up with anything to beat the
They're just
Ruskies.
desperate.
Yeah,
Like fuck Russia, we're gonna make them gay.
I was thinking about it. I was like, you know, like a missile dropping
A
makes
lot
like
of
the
bears. I'm sorry, what?
like a missile dropping makes like the
Yep.
Like, what if the gay bomb was just like, hey,
No, it just starts playing Cher music as it's going down.
just glitter behind it, like a glitter trail.
Rainbows.
Like,
I don't know why that made me think of Fortnite, but yep.
Yeah.
There it is.
and they did not pull this off. They didn't
Thankfully.
try it. I think they had to table that one.
The smoke that comes out is like pink.
But yeah,
Just fabulous.
just fabulous. They just dropped RuPaul.
Yeah.
All the soldiers like, oh no.
The smoke clears and RuPaul is standing there like, drop and give me 20, soldier.
Guns out, boys.
Oh, man.
Jeez.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's so sad because it's just a bunch of straight white dudes, old white men in the room thinking of this whole fucking thing. Like, this is going to totally fucking work.
Yep.
Because what better way to distract your enemy with sex?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were like, well, we don't have any women. Well, there's a lot of dudes over there. What if they just wanted to fuck each other?
Right.
You know? Then the wheel starts turning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we can make this possible. You know?
Yep. Next thing you know, got a dick in your mouth.
God damn it.
That sounded a little like you spoke from experience. You were like, it happens that easily, man.
That's next thing you know.
You'd be surprised.
Wake
Now,
up one day and
You just
stick in your mouth.
they like I said, God damn. They wrote a three.
I wish my brother was listening to this. My brother's like is gay. He's like, yeah, actually.
He's like, wow.
That's exactly how it
Now that
happened.
you mention it.
I didn't want this.
Or did I?
Oh God. Now, like I said, they put a lot of money into this. They wrote some documentation onto this, but this only led to them developing other ideas of chemical warfare. One of them was involving farts.
Oh, I heard about this one. I heard about this one. Oh,
So now the gay bomb never got put into motion, but it did get brought up several times again.
Of course it did.
In 2002, they brought it up and they were like,
The terrorists.
I have a theory.
Please do indulge.
I have a theory.
yes,
Okay.
please.
So the guys who came up with this, right, the gay bomb, what if they were like, they were just like, high ranking officers, whatever. They're like, yeah, if we like say that there's like a bomb making everybody gay, then we can fuck each other. And like, it won't even be our fault.
Like, oh, it was an
It's not,
accident.
it's not even weird anymore.
There's an
Not weird
accident.
anymore.
Oh no, we
We
had
don't have a
it's
choice.
acceptable.
we had a chemical spill.
Oh, darn.
Oh no! Whatever shall we do? How did this dick into my mouth?
Exactly.
Oh no!
That's my official theory.
Oh no! I mean, I could be. I was gonna say I could get behind that, but
Do you want to get behind that?
brother.
I would subscribe to this.
Oh no!
People we're like constantly doing that now. We were like scrolling through, I don't know, Bumble or something the other day. And like, we're just silently swiping. And then every once in a while, one of us would be like, brother, ew.
So,
Oh, the internet. Anyways,
despite the gay bomb not working, the researcher who brought up the idea was awarded the IG Nobel Prize Parody Award.
What? Oh, parody.
okay.
Yeah, they basically
I was gonna say,
it's like a Nobel Prize for making
it's like
fun of people.
it's like winning a Razzie.
yeah,
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 yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the gay bomb is the perfect thing for that. But like I said, it only led to more ideas. The flatulent bomb they dubbed "Who? Me?" 2 question marks in there.
God.
So like, I kind of feel like that might actually work.
Well, I mean, stink bombs can ruin a day.
I think the gay bomb is going to buy you more time than the fart bomb.
But like,
You know,
personally, If there's like something that smells bad in my general vicinity, like there's something in my fridge that doesn't smell good, there's something in the garbage that doesn't smell good, whatever, it like ruins my day. I can't focus on anything else until I get that smell out of there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It drives me
I'm the same
nuts.
And another thing I was thinking about the gay bomb before I get off.
A lot of thoughts here.
Yeah. So
So many thoughts about the
I
gay
think
bomb.
they didn't think about it too far enough because the Spartans were gay as fuck.
Oh yeah, and they kicked ass.
And they fucked people up and down,
They sure did.
left and right.
Well, I mean, it was more of a Greek thing to be more specific because they didn't have there was no word for gay.
Yeah,
it was just
Greek,
love.
same thing.
It was just like love is love. They didn't really.
Yeah.
There was no.
The Spartans and the Greeks were like, love is love.
Well, I mean, they came up with democracy. They figured out that gay people weren't bad.
yeah,
They had a few things going. I mean,
yeah. They were on the right track.
you could vote if you were a landowner.
So the
Women have like a little bit of rights.
They had a few actually.
Yeah.
the Who Me project, of course, fell through the cracks. Was shut down. It was scrapped almost
Fell
immediately.
through the cracks, you say.
Give me one. Come on.
You earned it.
So I'm gonna mention one more that was pretty funny, and then I got a couple fun ones, but these are all gonna be really quick. This because they were messing with chemicals. They're like, cool, we can make them shit, we can make them fuck, we can make them suck. What else can we do? And this one was called "Sting Me, Attack Me," which was going to be a scent to attract a swarm of enraged wasps towards the enemy.
Because it's been in movies before. It makes you laugh about it. Like,
So like one of them saw like a Wile
video
E.
games.
Coyote
Yeah.
cartoon and they were
Pretty
like,
much.
I got it.
Yeah.
brilliant.
Some other fun ideas. They had a
Painting a tunnel on a side of a cliff and watching them run into it.
yeah, it's Looney Tunes. It's literally what it is. Another one they had was going to be a chemical that would cause severe lasting halitosis, which is bad breath. Uncurable bad breath.
Okay.
So, like, if you know someone
That's
who's
it?
like always, yeah, that's it. Just uncurable. Yeah.
We're gonna take them down
Yeah.
one self-confidence issue at a time.
We're gonna play the slow game here. So the one man who's actually was for I don't know if he still is. He was basically the director of all these, Captain Dan McSweeney of the Joint Non-Lethal Weapons director. I guess that's what you would call it. He shut all this shit down, and he said, "I get hundreds of these a day." A day. These fucking losers, like, let's use beetles. Let's fucking shoot them with tennis balls,
Like, let's give them vitamins so their nose hair grows really long.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay.
Let's all send them popsicles so they're pissing green. It'll freak them out.
Honestly, yeah. So I was just saying, like, you mentioned like the paint to the tunnel, saying like thinking about the Wile E. Coyote, and like may remember like why did we hate the coyote so much? And then I'm like, oh yeah, Mark Twain. Mark Twain, the writer, had a huge problem with coyotes. So much so that he wrote about it several times. Wile E. Coyote was actually based off of
Wow.
Really?
because of Mark Twain.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was because of a book that he wrote in 1870s about how much he hated coyotes.
I feel like a lot of people really hate coyotes.
I can't blame them; they can fucking suck.
Yeah.
Scavengers.
Coyotes are assholes.
But yeah, that's
Sometimes.
the negative image of coyotes was mainly because of Mark Twain.
Damn.
So there you
Marky
go.
Mark Twain.
There you go. So just something I wanted to put in there, completely unrelated to the episode, but you made me remember it. I'm like, the podcast needs this.
It's a good little factoid.
I got two more honorable mentions, and then I'll be done. And this one's not from the USA. This one's from the good old Soviet Union.
Oh, the Soviets.
Attack dolphins. I got to show you this picture, though, because
Oh yeah, with the thing on. Yep, that.
got
Wait,
that thing on them.
is that a gun? What is that?
I don't know.
A laser?
I fucking hope it is.
Is it a dolphin with a laser attached to its fin?
Sharks with freaking laser
Lasers on the
beams
freaking
attached to the heads. This project was developed in the 1960s, and they aimed to train dolphins to search for submerged warheads. So it was not laser beams on the dolphins' fins.
That's unfortunate.
Almost like the dogs we talked. Russia they didn't give a fuck about.
No, they're not.
Clearly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they don't give a fuck about their people, think about what they give about their animals.
They did
Yeah.
the same thing with the dogs to find the tanks.
Yep.
They tried to do this with dolphins, but apparently they were having a pretty hard problem training these dolphins. I think the dolphins were like, no,
Yeah.
Right.
I'm smarter than you.
Dolphins are
Literally.
incredibly smart.
Yeah, like,
they
no.
would probably be like, fuck
Which
you.
is why they're such assholes.
Yeah.
The dolphin like
the
humps him.
dolphin's like, I'm not a fucking communist.
Right? I have rights.
You know, that's another.
Dick.
This is another funny thing I should have mentioned back when we talked about the military not accepting gay people, because back in the day, like the military associated gay people with communists
Oh, yeah, totally.
heavily,
Totally, yeah. Hmm.
which
Yeah.
is hilarious. They saw Hitler, they're like, yeah, they're all gay.
Well, but he was a fascist.
They're all gay. Well, I'm just saying they took a look at him. They were like, gay.
Well, it's a little
It's like, you see him?
Gay.
Like, look at his little mustache. Look at his paintings. They
Yeah.
suck.
He's got a tiny mustache and he paints. He must be gay.
Oh man.
Good times.
What's another really fun one that I found? Oh, hallucinogenic bullets. That was a really fun one that I found.
Wait.
Yeah. Oh, artillery rounds, I should say. They wanted to put LSD, not just LSD, Quaaludes. I can't even benzolate. I think that's a Quaalude. I can't even pronounce that fucking word. But this was, of course, piggybacking off of MK Ultra.
Which we're going to talk about eventually.
Yes.
I know Ben's been chomping at the bit to talk about that.
I want to be on that episode.
Yeah, it's
John can get fucked.
It's 1950s when they did this. It was just one of the many things MK Ultra was trying to use psychedelics to control people and convince them to do things. You know, we know about.
Wait, what were they doing though with the bullets? Were they like shooting people and then it would be in their body? I'm confused.
These bullets. They had different names from. Well, no, these were bombs. Look at this.
Right,
This,
it was. Yeah.
Bombs.
the BZ bomb, the cluster bomb. Yeah, so they were artillery rounds, not bullets.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah, these were basically just, you know, you think of like Batman when Scarecrow fucking poof, and then you're fucking seeing goddamn mushrooms on the wall and shit like that.
Yeah.
Kind of the same effect here. But honestly, when they tried it, everyone just got really bad headaches. It's pretty much all that happened in the testing.
What they had to
Yeah,
do
it wasn't good high.
What they had to do is mix
Yeah.
that with the gay bomb, and then it would be like a fabulous
Oh.
high. And everyone
Well,
would
that's
have
going to be a
great time.
rave.
Yeah,
At that
they would
point.
have had
It's what you're telling me.
a 3-year
Yes,
rave in
yes.
fucking in Russia or some shit
And
like
then all of a
that.
sudden
God, imagine the
nobody's
chafing.
all of a sudden nobody's at war anymore.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, that's fucking.
I'm glad nobody heard what I just said. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah, that's all I got. Those are some pretty cool ones.
Indeed. That's good stuff right there. It's good stuff. Just
Yep.
once again proving the old white man opinion of gays is just so stupid.
So yeah,
So
inaccurate.
bad. And here they are running our country.
God damn it.
Just saying, you're too old to work, but here you are running the fucking country. Goddamn. Jack offs. Anyways.
We're not saying. We're just saying.
I'm just saying. It's
We're just
fucking
saying, yeah.
Geriatrics. I wish I got to. I forget where I'm at all the damn time. Don't see me running the damn country. Anyways. B, what's up?
All right. So mine is a little fucked up, and honestly kind of creepy. Okay.
What's
So,
up?
it's this operation in the Vietnam, the Vietnam War, called Operation Wandering Soul. And basically what it was in Vietnamese culture, they believed that dead fallen soldiers or just dead people in general needed to be buried in their like homeland and with their family. And there was all these rituals that needed to be performed when someone dies to ensure that their soul like goes to heaven or whatever.
Sure.
And if not, then they are doomed to like wander the planet forever. Okay. In Vietnam, the American soldiers kind of like found that out, that it was like really important to the Vietnamese people to bury their dead. They're like, all right, we can fuck with them with this. We can use this information to fuck with these people. So they had some South Vietnamese soldiers come and record some like ghost sounds, basically, that they would then play. Yes, I swear to God. Vietnamese, yeah. I swear to God, that's what it sounds like. I swear to God, that's what it sounds like. It's literally like a recording. So like they recorded these ghost sounds, and then they would like put speakers in the fucking jungle, like wherever the Viet Cong were like known to hide, and they would put them in the trees, and they would blast them from helicopters that were flying above, and it was basically like sounds that were supposed to be like dead Vietnamese soldiers being like, "Oh, go home! I'm in hell! Go away! Leave! You know,
your
whatever."
currency isn't worth anything.
The goddamn Vietnamese dog. Back again. It is worth more on this podcast than it is in real life.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, it was. It was basically like they just recorded all these sounds of like dead Vietnamese soldiers, and they had all these different tapes. And there's one tape that's like publicly available that you can listen to right now. And do you want to look it up so you can like play it through or do you want me to just play it off my phone?
Send me the link. I can play it through the actual podcast.
Yeah,
sounds
there
right.
we go.
All right. Because it's like it is kind of creepy sounding. And like when you listen to it, imagine being a Vietnamese soldier and you're tired and you're already like there's already psychological warfare going on and you're in the middle of the jungle and you're trying to sleep and then you fucking hear this in the darkness.
I'm trying to think of how to do an impression of a Vietnamese person making the ghost noise.
Without being incredibly racist?
I'm pretty close to it in my head. So like a regular one would be like, "Ooh," and a Vietnamese would be like, "Whoa."
And there's the racism.
Wait, okay, I'm gonna send it to you in the chat.
Okay.
Hang on. But
I
yeah,
also got to remember how to play stuff out off the computer on here. But yes, go ahead. I'll figure it out.
So basically, it's kind of whether or not it actually worked is up for debate, I guess.
Sure.
Like, there were basically the consensus was they already kind of knew that this was an American tactic. They had already dealt with like all the leaflets that they were dropping and all the other types of psychological warfare that were happening. Like they knew, they're like, this isn't real. It's not really the ghosts of our dead relatives that are like calling to us or whatever. But it was still creepy nonetheless. Like it scared people. Like mostly it scared like civilians because civilians were here, and they had no idea what the fuck was going on. You know, they're just like chilling, farming or whatever, minding their own business. And then all of a sudden they hear like the ghost of a little girl crying or some shit. And they're like, what the fuck is that? But yeah, it was effective in some ways, but then in other ways it was like also not very effective because like American helicopters would like fly over and they would blast the sound and then the Viet Cong like would hear it and they would just start shooting in that general direction. So
that's like, what I would do. Like,
yeah.
All right, let's see here if this actually does work. If I remember how to do this properly. Oh, yeah.
If it sounds like my impression, I'm leaving.
Just wait. Wait, can we hear it?
Yeah, I can't hear it in the headphones.
Hang on.
It's very like echoey.
It is, yeah.
And kind of like
yeah, you might even just have to do it through your phone.
Do you want me to try doing it through your phone? Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry, because like I know what I'll have to do, I think.
Yeah.
But it'll take me a minute to figure out.
I'll put the link to it too. If for whatever reason this doesn't sound very good, I will link it in our social media so y'all can hear it. But yeah, it's pretty creepy sounding. And there are American soldiers who would even say like, yeah, like I was kind of creeped out by it. Like,
yeah, I can see that.
You know, after you hear it every single night for so long, you're like, what? It like fucks with you a little bit. So here, this is. Ooh, I'm
booga, booga.
That's a little. The first one kind of sounded like my impression, though.
Yeah.
So fuck you guys.
So like if you go fast forward a little bit.
With the echoes, that's a nice touch.
With the echoes. So what this is saying is one tape dubbed Ghost Tape Number 10, which is that one, includes Buddhist funeral music, eerie sounds, of voices of a little girl saying, "Come home, daddy," voices of men telling them to go home, be reunited with your loved ones. The one you just heard was in Vietnamese, a man saying, "My body is gone. I am dead. My family, tragic. How tragic. My friends, I come back to let you know that I am dead. I am dead. I am in hell. Friends, while you are still alive, go home. My friends, before it's too late." So they had tapes and tapes and tapes of this stuff, and they would play it constantly for hours and hours, all through the night. It would keep them awake, so they're sleep deprived at this point. And it was also just like, creepy as hell sounding.
Yeah, that would fuck me up.
Yeah.
Like, even if I didn't believe it was real, after like the third day, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out.
Basically, yeah. That was
With all the
basically
other
what was
stresses of being in Vietnam.
Yeah.
happening. Exactly.
Like, I'm already in Vietnam,
Right, like it's already fucked. So,
and I'm
like,
not in the good part. I'm in the fucking jungle.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much all jungle, actually.
Yeah, I guess
I mean,
Yeah. So
it's a giant jungle
it's moist out there.
with a lot of things trying to kill you. Between the Viet Cong, the bugs, you,
trench foot.
and then that going on at the same time. Yeah, I'm not doing too great, actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking up like the declassified documents they have for. They had 9 pages on this shit.
Yeah. So like it was, I mean, there's debate whether or not it was actually successful. It did creep a lot of people out. And there were reports of, they would capture soldiers and they would be like, "Yeah, that was actually really fucking creepy." But,
Like,
it
so
didn't really.
scale of 1 to 10. How did this work?
Yeah, exactly. They would be like, 7. I don't know.
Damn,
But-
they said they would do it 5 to 13 hours a day.
Yeah. Yep.
That's so fucking. Ugh.
Yep. And it's funny because like one of the sources that I was reading about, I guess Vietnam was like notorious for their psychological warfare and kind of making that more of a priority than traditional warfare. And one of the psychological operations that they did was basically just dropping leaflets of a letter that an American soldier had written to a Vietnam soldier. And it said that it was like reporting to this Vietnam soldier that the Vietnamese like suffered a embarrassing loss in a battle somewhere or whatever, but they still buried their dead and they took all of the wounded to safety. So it was basically just like a nice letter being like, "Yeah, you guys lost, but we're treating your dead respectfully and we're, not killing all these wounded people." And that was like the most successful psychological operation because it caused a whole bunch of Vietnamese soldiers to like not be so afraid to surrender because they thought they were going to be killed. And they're like, if they're going to treat us with mercy, then we'll just surrender. So like it's just like being nice was like the most successful operation.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that was a very big problem with Vietnam and World War II, actually.
Yeah.
With the Japanese, didn't think they were going to be treated properly like the civilians. That's why they were jumping off cliffs.
Yeah.
Good times. Not for them. That's pretty. That's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that's a gnarly one. I like
Yeah, that's gonna be stuck in my head for a while. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Good thing I already sleep well.
Nightmares. You can listen to the whole thing on YouTube.
I'd
It's
rather
like-
not.
It's like
God damn.
it sounds a little silly at first. Like when you go to listen to it, you're like, "Oh, this is goofy," because it's just like ooh. But then once it goes on for a while, you're like, "What is this?"
Yeah, that's like I don't like this anymore.
I don't like this a whole lot. And they say like some really fucked up stuff too. It's literally like a little girl's voice being like, "Daddy, when are you coming home?" And it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's dirty.
Yeah.
That's a dirty trick. Right
Yep. But anyway,
Nice.
You're up, I think.
All right, yeah, I'll close this up.
Yeah.
I got 2 to talk about. The last one's gonna be at least pretty funny. I'm gonna end on a high note. This middle one though, this first one here though. At first, when I first read it, I'm like, this is hilarious. Then I kept reading, I'm like, oh no, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so it's called Operation Vegetarian.
Okay.
So let's go start off there. Again, operation name, pretty funny.
Sure. Yeah.
Pretty funny. So you realize what the fuck they were doing. So let me paint the picture for you. It's World War II, right? 1940s. France just got their asses kicked. England's all alone trying to figure out how the fuck to beat these Nazis. Trying to figure this whole thing out. So they're like, okay, what can we do to fight back against the Nazis and win this war? So they were thinking like, well, what if we fucked up their food supply? Okay, well, what you got in mind?
It's a pretty classic.
It's like,
war
well, what
tactic.
do you think about anthrax? Anthrax? like, okay,
Holy shit.
2001.
Go to 100 right away.
Yeah.
like, wait, you're gonna do what? Something like anthrax? Like, we're like in the 2000s again? Where when they're fucking mailing anthrax to people?
The band?
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Wasn't it like early 2000s where we had an anthrax scare in the country? Like,
Yeah,
where they were
yeah.
mailing people
Yeah, I remember
anthrax?
that. It was like fucking like 2004. It was after
Yeah.
9/11.
After 9/11, right,
It was,
right.
yeah.
Dude, that was such a weird time to be alive.
Speaking of Anthrax,
was.
the band, that was another
Weird segue, but okay.
that was another tactic in the Vietnam War. Was
Oh.
they would play heavy metal music all night long.
Yep.
Oh man, that would have pumped me up. I would have been bricked up after that. Man, you play some fucking Slayer, and I'm in the jungle.
That's what happened though. Like it had the opposite effect. It made the like Viet Cong even more psyched to like
Hell
fight
yeah.
somebody. Sorry,
They
go,
knew.
go ahead. Go ahead.
They knew. So their plan was to airdrop, of course, thousands upon thousands of linseed cakes infected with anthrax spores. The idea was that the cakes will be eaten by cattle, which would then infect all the cattle, but not kill them immediately. And the soldiers would eat it, and they will be infected, spreading the infection to people. Then all their food will be dead, and their people will be dead.
Oh my god.
Right? So I'm like, at first, like, this is hilarious. I'm like, oh no.
I just see the drawing board, and the guy's like, "Look, we start with the fucking cows. The cows are gonna get sick, and then they're gonna shit, and then the rabbits are gonna eat it." And they're like,
We
They're
have
literally-
the little treat right here,
Yeah.
right? And we drop it. And
Yep.
cows love treats.
Right. Yeah, their plan was to destroy all the cattle in Germany, essentially.
"Wow,
Crazy.
So they didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
They did not do it, but they did fucking test it. So the plan
let's
was
see if it works."
The plan was to launch this operation. Operation Vegetarian was supposed to be launched in 1944. Thankfully,
Thinking about that name now, it's like, goddamn.
right. So thankfully for everybody involved, D-Day happened. So
Oh, okay.
we made it.
It
All right.
did.
Yep,
Guess we don't need this anymore.
Well,
call it off.
well, good.
So
That's
and here's
good.
why it's so bad that the test was fucking horrible. So here's what had happened. There is an island off the coast of Scotland called Grenard Island. Whatever. It was tested in 1940 to 1941. What happened was they dropped a bomb with the anthrax in it to test it on the effects on sheep. So there was nobody. The island was I think like they said like 500 something acres, and nobody really lived there except for sheep. So like fuck it, let's kill some sheep. So they dropped the bomb, kills 60 sheep. And they but the problem is, it was way too effective. Like again, like you said, 0 to
They all
100
just
real
like
quick.
immediately dropped dead.
Yeah, they pretty much like within a day, within days.
Yeah,
So it wouldn't have been effective.
Yeah.
Like over the plan would never have worked.
Yeah.
because the cattle would have died before anybody ate it. So it's like, oh well, that's poisonous. Obviously, what the fuck?
Like, where
Yeah.
did they not get to that conclusion on the drawing board?
Yeah.
Like, nobody was like, wait, cows don't die from anthrax? And the guy was like, of course cows don't die from anthrax. What are you, stupid?
Well, the plan was they would die eventually, not immediately.
Like,
Yeah,
all right,
I-
so the cow is only going to
Like-
eat half of the treat.
Like, look at the size
and
of
then
them.
he's going to eat the other half later. He's going
Right.
to save it for a midnight snack.
Like, look at the size of a cow. Look at the size of a person. It's fine. Anyways,
They should have brought a pharmacist on board for that one.
It's
They-
like right next to the gay bomb bubble. They're like, all right, forget about that. Forget about that. I got a new idea.
but in Britain.
I got an idea. Cows.
Like, okay, because it's not called the gay bomb in Britain, it's called the poof bomb. So,
You got to give yourself.
thank you. Not everybody will get that joke, but the ones that do, you know, you're my people. You're my fucking people.
Hell yeah.
So, all right, so the sheep die. They're like, well, shit. So they send a hazmat team over there to bury the sheep, obviously. And they're like, okay, we'll bury the sheep. And then one report that I read, and I couldn't confirm this, I wrote it down because it was hilarious.
Imagine being the one sheep that just wasn't hungry that day. And you're just like...
You walk out and everyone's dead.
Yeah.
Bad. Keep on living your life.
I almost lost my headphones.
Just did not go according to plan.
Nope.
So they said that
We need to soundbite that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So they sent hazmat team over there to bury the sheep, obviously, because it was highly contagious.
Yeah.
That anthrax. It's anthrax.
It's anthrax.
Right. So apparently they buried most of them, but then there was another report that said that they threw them off of a mountain and then nope, it gets better. And detonated them with dynamite.
They just did that for fun, man. That wasn't even.
They're like shooting them out of a cannon.
They were like, "What are we gonna do with all these dead sheep?"
Well, what are we doing with all this dynamite?
Yeah.
Oh, I
have an idea.
God, man.
Well, you had all this dynamite left over.
Back to Wile E. Coyote over here.
Goddamn rat bombs with a sheep. Shove it in there
It's
real
like
quick.
it sucks, but like it's almost like I wish I could just be like in that group of them deciding like all the dead sheep and dynamite. They're like, think of what I'm thinking. Like just to be there. Yeah.
Right. So the problem arose though, because as we all know, UK weather is fucking garbage. It rains a lot.
Oh no.
So some of the carcasses that they buried washed up. And then
They only buried him like 3 feet in the ground.
yeah, right. So they ended up being washed up. Apparently a stray dog ate one of them.
Oh no.
Which then spread the infection to a lot of other things. So this is all on the same island that I'm referring to here. So this is just all on this island.
Well, at least it was on an island, I guess.
Right. So at the end of the day, this infection ended up killing 1 dog, 2 horses, 3 cats, 7 cows, and 50 sheep.
Jesus.
The infection, the area of infection, because again, anthrax, was so bad that the island was quarantined until 1990.
God damn.
Holy shit.
That's damn near 60 years
Anthrax Island.
of an island being unused because some assholes had a good idea
Oh my god.
to anthrax the fucking cattle.
That's like they're in the meeting, and he's like, "What's the worst that could happen?" Like nobody had a fucking answer for that.
I imagine like he's 20 years old then. He's like 80 years old. Like, okay.
Guys,
That's
I know
bad. That's on
I
me.
know the last one didn't turn out so well, but
I'm man enough to admit that's
dolphins.
Right. And then dolphin.
Yeah.
Fucking why not? So that's my kind of bad story. No people were killed, which is cool, but a lot of animals died, which is not cool.
Sheep.
So uncool.
Poor sheep.
Right?
They're always getting fucked with.
Literally, they can't have nothing nice. Nope. Too bad they're delicious.
That's fucking terrible.
So, moving on, we're gonna go to Italy. Actually, I'm gonna start the story off with good old Confederates. So,
Oh no.
oh yes, the good old cousin fuckers that they decided to start a war for slavery.
Oh.
So, and I've mentioned this before, so I'm going to keep it real brief. So one of the things that the South surprisingly did, and kind of successfully, well, they're the first people to invent the submarine. The first submarine used in war was the Confederates. They were the first people to ever do it.
I tell you what, goddamn it, we need to take the boat, put it underneath the water.
Exactly.
They can't see us no more, and that's it.
Well,
You know
they
how
did
Jimmy?
see them.
You know how Jimmy gets in the lake sometimes? He hides under them lily pads. We can't see him. He pops out.
Oh shit!
Okay, so the slave loving cousin fuckers, they figured out how to make a submersible, and it actually was mostly successful.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll see why I said that in a second.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. The first time they tried it, it sank. They suffocated and died.
I mean,
They're like, well, we can get sub back. So they got the sub back on land, dumped the bodies out. The creator and some other people tried it again. And same thing happened again.
who's getting in it that second time, though?
The guy who created it, because he's like, I swear to you, my fucking sub works. And then died.
Yeah.
And they like, got the bodies out and they tried it again. Third time's a charm, though. So what they did was, and I'm bringing this up to get into the story of what the Italians did. So it worked, kind of. So what they did was they took the submarine. It's like a real long stick,
Okay.
and put an explosive on the end of it, right?
Yeah.
That's
So-
hillbilly mechanics
Yeah.
right there. Hillbilly engineering
They
like a motherfucker.
They put on the end of a fishing pole.
Pretty much. So they submerged and they're rolling up on a Union vessel, and they're like, "Okay, we're gonna fucking stab the ship with this explosive. It'll blow the hole in the ship under the waterline. They'll sink. We'll back it up
Watch this.
and get the fuck out of here, right?"
I tell you what, you put that goddamn stick on the front of that submarine, you just drive around and boom, you poke into one of them motherfuckers, you got it.
And that's what they tried.
Yeah. Yep.
Unfortunately, they don't understand how physics work. So explosions go up and out. So when they rolled their submarine into the ship, where's the soldier on the ship? Like, what the fuck is that? So they're trying to shoot at it, couldn't hit it underwater. You know, they can still see it. Like, what the fuck is
A ship
that?
underwater.
Leroy? So it hits again, explosions up out. Well, the out part happened underwater, where the people were. So the shockwave destroyed their internal organs, sinking the ship and killing everybody inside. So they did sink the American vessel. It did. Or the Union vessel was sunk. So it kind of worked. But I'm pretty sure more Confederates died than Union people. Just the whole thing.
Yeah,
Just in testing, really, it was terrible.
that's fucking wild.
So
The
that's
fact that they kept doing it after it kept
3
sinking.
fucking times.
After they're killing everybody trying to test it.
We actually have found the sub though. It's in the museum now. It's been
Oh, wow.
yeah, cleaned out and
I gotta
again
see that fucking thing.
it's been cleaned out of people
Wait,
again.
which museum?
I can find that after I tell this next story here.
The fucking sub museum.
The sub museum.
Yeah, right.
It's got military submersibles and sandwiches.
Yes. It is currently in the Warren Lash Conservation Center. So in North Charleston, which makes a lot of sense. Actually.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
Makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was raised in 2000. So
Those goddamn boys were heroes.
they were something.
They need to be remembered.
Yeah,
You know
it
my
was-
great great grandpappy? He invented the submarine. Sure he did, Grandpa. Let's get you back to bed.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Your mother's your sister. So, yeah, apparently it's still in the Clemson University Restoration Institute. I don't see anything new after that. But yeah, the H.L. Huntley was the name of it from 1864. So the reason why I bring that up is because of what the Italians did in 1909. So good old Italy made a manned torpedo.
Why?
That's amazing.
Yes. It was funny because like we actually use them. Well, we don't call them manned torpedoes because we're better than that. But we have they actually like we use them to this day. Like special forces use them. We can use them for underwater explorations. Like it's a whole thing. It's like a scooter underwater now. It's like a little underwater.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, like imagine James Bond type shit.
Yeah.
The Italians are the ones who came up with it.
Okay.
Except for they put explosives on there. So the Italians made a underwater. Well, they made a.
Would you call it an Italian sub?
Holy
Sorry.
shit!
I'm sorry.
Was the Jimmy John's the Italian nightclub?
Yeah.
Oh my god, That's amazing.
I'm sorry, Aaron.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
No, you're not. But I gave you the.
Thank you.
I gave you that though. You earned it.
You earned it.
We all got one today.
Okay.
Damn it. So this Italian submarine.
It's Italian sub. All the cold cuts.
What could fit 2 people, was 20 feet long, and could carry 250 kilograms of explosives.
Jesus.
Like so much salami. Slap
No,
the
that's
sub.
just-
You can fit so much salami in this bad boy.
That is spicy cuts right
I
there.
fucking tell you this. We're not shooting these fucking torpedoes. I'm getting in the torpedo
I'm the
myself.
torpedo.
And I'm putting it right up their fucking Russian asses. I swear to God. I swear to Christ.
And that's what they did, actually.
I mean, fucking.
So it was vastly unsuccessful for quite some time until in 1918 when it was able to sink a battleship. So these now, mind you, this torpedo was a torpedo. It launched like a torpedo. So you got 2 dudes holding on to this bitch. So and launched it up a submarine.
Oh my
But yeah, like I
God.
said, like think James Bond type shit. Started in Italy.
That's amazing.
So it's got a bunch of, I just imagine a bunch of DJs' dads like underwater.
Oh, hey.
You fuck.
I'm fucking coming, you son of a bitch.
You stay right there. It had like a really like slow ass motor. It's like your car essentially, but underwater. But it actually was able to sink during World War. So World War I, it got its first confirmed kill. It actually did get a few cruisers sunk in World War II as well. So it was effective because you just roll up to it, stick some explosives on, and drive away.
That's some Italian shit right there, though, man. He's like, I'm sinking you, motherfucker. Like,
Right. Stay right there. I'm coming over.
Yeah, that's
Don't move.
You fucking mook.
I'm gonna fucking stick it right in his fucking scruples. I swear to God, fucking right up there. He'll be fucking shitting lasagna for a week.
And they were.
Ma, where'd you put my torpedoes?
Ma, I left my fucking torpedo shoes right here. Where are they? I can't ride a torpedo without the torpedo shoes.
I didn't touch your torpedo shoes. Ask your father.
Oh my God. Those are my favorite accents. The Italian. Those are my absolute favorite ones. I thought it was French, but it's not. It's Italian.
No, yeah.
No.
it's
No. That's all I had about that. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was kind of funny.
Perfect. That was great.
And you know he had an angry Italian wife who was like smoking a cigarette. Like, go ahead, you fucking idiot.
Yep.
Get on your fucking torpedo.
Get yourself fucking
Oh, you
killed
gonna
like
blow
your brother.
yourself up this time? You gonna blow yourself up this time?
I don't want to fucking hear, Maria, all right? They fucking picked me. I know how to ride a torpedo, all right? Don't fucking talk to me about torpedoes.
You remember what happened to Gianni, don't you? You remember.
Gianni was a fucking mook. He don't know nothing.
Gianni finished high school, okay? More than I can say for your dumb ass.
Like, why don't you go talk to Gianni? Why don't you go marry him?
Maybe
huh?
I would, I would, but he's dead now.
Oh, God. I'm going to save that one. Sound bites. Oh,
So many. What
That's
episode?
good.
So many.
that's good. I like that. That's
Perfect.
fun. That's so fun to do that.
Right.
Oh, man.
That's all I have to talk about, though. That's it for me.
That's
it.
perfect. That's all I got. That's like
great.
everything I had right there.
That was great.
That's it. That's
a
it.
good
That's the episode. That's all, folks. That's it for us.
All right.
Anyways, thanks for listening. If you made it this far, we appreciate you giving us podcast a listen. If you're new, if you're returning, of course, we appreciate you. Again, nice ass. We appreciate it.
Yep.
We'll be back as per usual. Tuesdays is our thing. Check us out on social media. Check out the Patreon that comes out whenever the fuck we feel like. Other than that, that'll be cool.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.